Welcome back to JJW Outdoors. Justin here. Today I'm going to show you how to take these two ropes and join them together. Let's get started. So the knot we're going to be using today is called the sheep bend. So it's technically a knot and it's not technically a knot because it's technically a wrap. But we're not getting all that. It's called a knot. That's what it's going to on JJW Outdoors. It's a knot. Let's do it. So we're taking two ends of rope like this. We have a single end, we have a single end. What we're gonna do is we're gonna join these two ends together. So first we're gonna start off with taking one of our ends. We're gonna take this end and we're gonna fold it up like this to create a loop. Now when doing this, you want the tail end on top of your loop. I'll explain why in just a minute. Then you want to take your other end and you wanna go up through that loop, around the two ends that you have here, and then you want to go back through this other loop on top of the two ends like this, and then you can pull it tight. And just like this, you have created the sheep bend, like that. Now when tying the sheep bend, you want to make sure your two tail ends are on the top. That is why you want to start off by creating that loop with your tail end on the top, just like this, the sheep bend. Now let's tie that again. So we're gonna start off with one of these. We're gonna go over it like this, so our tail end is on the top. We're going to go up through the loop, around both of our ends like this, and then we're gonna pick this up and we're gonna go through here like this. And then we can grab both of our ends and we pull it tight, and then we can pull it just like that. We have our sheep bend. You might be wondering, why tie the sheep bend? What's it used for? Well, I just showed you it's used for tying two ends of a rope together to create a longer loop. But the sheep bend also works for this, which is really, really cool. So I have two different thicknesses of rope. You can see I have one here and one here. It is very different. So first of all, we're gonna start off by taking our larger rope, larger diameter rope. We're going to create a loop. Make sure your tail end is on the top. You're gonna go up through your loop, around your loop, and then back through, just like I showed you before. And you're gonna pull it tight, and just like that, you have created the sheep bend. So what's really nice about this is you can pull this really, really tight like this, and it's super easy to undo yet. So you take this, you break this backwards, and you can just pull it right apart, just like that. Nice and easy, nice and simple. All right, so I showed you a little bit different of thickness. Now let's get our paracord out. Will paracord do the exact same thing? Let's try. Now I have not tried these two diameters together, so we're gonna see if it works. So we're gonna start off with the thicker one again. Create our loop. We're gonna take our thinner rope. We're gonna go up. We're gonna go around, back up, and cross it like this. And then we're gonna pull it. And just like that, we have created our sheep bend. And it is staying, look at that. Ugh, it is staying, and that is super tight. That actually works. Now, will it undo the same? So look at that, it barely, you have to do anything to it, and it just falls right apart. Look at that, perfect. So, would I use this knot all the time? Say, if I'm hauling stuff versus tree climbing. Okay, let me phrase a little bit. If I'm hauling something, if I need extra rope, I'm not putting tons and tons of weight on it. So yes, the sheep bend will work with a thinner and a thicker rope. But would I do it for tree climbing? The answer is no. Let me show you why. So as you saw earlier, I had it created like this. Up, around, and back through. Pull it tight. You can see that when you pull it tight like this, okay, See, look, I just let go of it and it automatically came undone. Look at it, it moved on me. Now when I pull it, it might be locked on there, but it's not really locked on there. Therefore, when you're tree climbing and you get on a branch, you let a little slack off your rope, you could fall. So keep that in mind. Now, when I'm out in the woods and I need longer rope, I love the sheep bend because it's easy to untie and it's super fast and quick and easy. Let me back you up a little bit and show you why. Alrighty, so as you can see, I have my paracord attached to the tree. When it comes this way, I cannot wrap it around this tree. This is why I would use the knot. So now you can take, now I personally always start with a thicker diameter rope first, create your loop, go up, around, and back through, and pull it tight. Ooh, my hands are cold. There we go. Okay, have the sheep bend. Now I'm gonna wrap it around the tree. Like this. So now I can tie whatever knot I need to tie. You know, you got the trucker stitch, you got the other one, but I'm just gonna do a couple half hitches just to prove a point. So as you can see there, that is the sheep bend. It's actually a pretty cool little knot and it stays together very well. Now, if you want to, this is how you improve this knot. So to improve this knot, you can see I have my two tail ends here. We're just gonna create a half hitch. So we're just gonna wrap the rope around, grab it, pull it, create a half hitch. Do another one if you want to. If you feel like this knot will come undone, make a couple half hitches. It's still easy to undo. Now look at it. I just put a couple half hitches in there. Here's your main knot with one half hitch here and two half hitches on this side. And there you go. You just improved your knot and it won't come undone on you. So if you are nervous about this knot most likely coming undone, there you go. I just solved your problem. But I'm telling you right now, I've used this knot a few times and I have not had this problem at all. I mean, you can see I can push on this, tug on this. Look at this. I just put all my body weight. You can see I stretched the paracord. And you can push it together. Look at that. It will still come undone very, very easy. I just loosened that entire knot. See? So there you go. That is how you tie the sheep bend. I really enjoy using the sheep bend. I want to know if you guys are going to use the sheep bend. Leave it in the comments below. I'm really curious. All right, there you have it. That is how you tie that knot. Now, the reason why I set this up this way is because I want to show you. If you have two trees that are too far apart, this is an easy solution to fix that problem. Now, there is many other ways that you can attach two ropes together that are very permanent, meaning they will not undo very easily. If you're curious about that, leave it in the comments below. Just say, I want the permanent knot. Just say that in the comments below and I will try to get that video out just for you. Now, I set this up this way because this could be an easy ridge line. You throw your tarp over it, you have your shelter, it's made, and all you have is a couple pieces of string with you. You just attach them together and there you go. So you don't have to carry one giant rope out in the woods. You can carry two smaller pieces of rope, attach them together, and you have one big long rope. All right, now let's talk about this for a minute. So I'm not gonna get my tarp out and show this, I'm just gonna talk about it for a minute. Now, if you have your tarp and maybe your string in your tarp is too low so it can't reach out to the ground or reach out to the tree, this is a great way to add on to that string as well to stake down your tarp. There you go. I hope this helps. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel because I have a lot more really cool knot videos coming up just for you on this channel. Thank you very much.